If you've been looking for a new job these days, I'm sure you've seen dozens, maybe hundreds of posts across LinkedIn or even Instagram about how your resume should be looking kind of plain. I mean, for years, the ideal resume looked like it belonged on someone's Instagram feed. Colorful accents, serif fonts, maybe even a little illustrated icon of a coffee cup for some reason. But lately, things are surprisingly looking grayscale again. And this isn't just about style, it reflects how we think about work, identity, and the illusion of control. So, to get started, I think we need a brief history lesson on resume design. Resumes weren't always the heavily designed documents that we know of today. Some of the earliest resumes were essentially typed or written cover letters, short, factual, no personality, because personality was meant for the interview. By the 90s, resume formatting had graduated to Microsoft Word. Hi, Clippy, miss you. This era was all about conformity. Think Times New Roman, bullet points, no color, no icons. The best resume was the one that looked like everyone else's. Now, enter the age of Canva, where resume writing became resume design. Around 2015-ish, platforms like Canva and Etsy started offering beautifully branded templates. They felt modern, clean, and hyper-personal. Suddenly, having a stylish resume wasn't just an option, it was a necessity. They were visual, polished, and distinctly millennial. Okay, but here's the problem. Most resumes never make it to a human. An estimated 98% of Fortune 500 companies use applicant tracking systems, or ATS, to scan resumes. Now, these programs look for specific keywords and formats, and they hate fancy designs. Fonts, columns, even icons can cause huge errors that make your resume almost unreadable. Applying to jobs is basically a full-time job, especially when you're customizing your resume for each role. Rezi makes it easy. Get started by building a resume from scratch or uploading your existing resume. There's also hundreds of real-life examples for you to use. Rezi's AI writes bullet points, formats everything perfectly, and yes, it's ATS optimized too. Even gives you a score so you know what to improve. Just paste the job you're applying for. Rezi scans it and helps you build a resume that's actually tailored for that role. You can even write a matching cover letter in seconds. There's also a built-in job search board, letting you search and tailor your resume all in one place. Whether you're applying for your first job or making the big switch, don't start from scratch. Start with Rezi. It's free and way easier than whatever you were Googling before this. So, everyone wanted to stand out, but in trying to stand out, we all kind of ended up looking the same. The soft beiges, the icons, the overuse of serif italics. Eventually, uniqueness stopped being unique. Design tools like Canva actually made things easier, but they also made everything look the same. Canva democratized branding, but also homogenized it. And let me tell you what, job seekers began to notice. TikToks emerged, mocking the copy-paste look of popular templates, and the pendulum began to swing. Enter the anti-aesthetic movement. This is a return to plain fonts, linear layouts, and no color. What once seemed boring now feels like a power move. Think of it as like the clean girl aesthetic of resumes. So we're talking no frills, no distractions, just the facts. The resume aesthetic reset didn't happen in a vacuum. With company layoffs surging and job competition growing, people actually began to prioritize effectiveness over aesthetics. In fact, Deloitte's 2023 Gen Z report noted that stability and realism are driving career choices more than passion or branding. Work is just work again. Take that as you wish. Okay, so you made it this far in the video. I'm sure you're wondering, what do you actually need in a modern resume? Well, I'm going to tell you. Stick with one legible and universal font. Calibri works really, really well for this. No photos, no headshots. Always bold job titles and companies. Make sure your resume has a clean structure. For your bullet points, always start with strong action verbs. And make sure you tailor keywords to each job posting. The biggest help for your resume when applying is to stop mass applying and really tailor your resume to each job application. And as for one or two pages, that's generally up for debate. It kind of depends on your field and level of experience. And look, I know this all might feel a little boring and stale talking about resumes, but even in a text-based resume, style isn't gone, it's just quieter. So, the return to 90s style resumes isn't just about aesthetics. It reflects deeper shifts in how we view work, identity, and value. The resume has come full circle from plain to pretty and back again. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more cultural deep dives into work, corporate identity, and yes, resume choices. Bye!